This is my quick little prediction for the intercontinental and UEFA playoffs to determine the final 6 teams heading to the World Cup. So first off, path A of the intercontinental, New Caledonia versus Jamaica. Come on, too easy. And Jamaica versus DR Congo. Jamaica fumbled the bag against a tiny island, and DR Congo already beat a country that did the same thing. So, I'm convinced they'll qualify for the first time since the 70s. And as for Path B, Bolivia versus Suriname. This might be an upset, but Bolivia are trash outside of El Alto, so I'm going to say Suriname beat them. But can they beat Iraq and qualify for their first ever World Cup? No. I'm thinking Iraq will make it. And now for Europe. Starting with Italy versus Northern Ireland. I wouldn't trust Italy here as they drew against Northern Ireland, which sent them to the playoff round last time. And we all know what happened there. But this time I think they'll get for revenge. And as for Wales versus Bosnia, I think this could go either way. But I'm going to say that Wales win here. And as for Italy versus Wales, you simply can't trust Italy these days. So I'm going to say that Wales end up qualifying over them. And now for Path B, the Path of Death. Ukraine versus Sweden. I think Sweden will pull Nigeria. Do terrible in the group stage, but do a little better in the playoff round. As for Poland versus Albania, sorry Albania, but Polska is the playoff merchant, so they'll probably win. And between Sweden and Poland, I think Sweden, also like Nigeria, will burn out at the finals, so Poland will make it instead. And now for the Path of Life, starting with Turkey versus Romania. I'm thinking Turkey makes this one. And as for Kosovo versus Slovakia, don't sleep on Kosovo, but Slovakia beat Germany once. Germany. And sure, they got battered the other time, but still, they beat them once. But can they beat Turkey? No. I'm saying the Turks qualify. And now, for the final path. Denmark versus North Macedonia. Can North Macedonia do what they did last time? No. Denmark are just too strong. Even though they let Scotland, of all teams, qualify. Scotland! And as for Ireland versus Czechia, Troy Parrott's been killing it. They even beat Portugal and clowned on Hungary, so I'm going to go for the upset and say Ireland beat Czechia. But can they beat Denmark? I think they'll make it close. It might even go to penalties, but ultimately, no. Oh. Sorry, Ireland. And this is just part 1 of the early World Cup prediction. The full thing will start once the draw happens. And then after the playoffs, a simulation will happen. And for a month before the World Cup is set to start, I'll do a final prediction. So see you there.